Hi, my favorite haunts and lovies. Today, in honor of spooky season, we are heading to one of my favorite spots in the area, a spot that is full of history and spirits and lore and all right, Greta wanted to put her 2 cents in. She wants to get going. So you already know from my thumbnail and title anyways where we're headed, and I'll see you there. Okay, friends, we are here. We are officially in Cassadaga, which is actually an established historic town. It's actually known as the psychic capital of the world. And I have my notes right here, so if you see me glancing over, you're going to see me looking at that from time to time. I really wanted to do this place justice since it's one of my favorite places. And I always inevitably forget to mention things that I wanted to mention. So we're not going to do that this time. I've already known it's mentioned as the psychic capital of the world. It's also known as the South's oldest spiritual community. Spiritualism itself was founded in the state of New York back in the mid 1800s, and it peaked in popularity in the late 1800s. I believe it was also very popular in Europe at the time as well. Its founder, George Colby, was also very big on traveling around and spreading his spiritualism and, love of his beliefs. So he, during his travels, discovered this area in Central Florida and quickly fell in love with the area. He believed that the waters in nearby Lake Helen, I believe, cured one of his ailments. And he just really felt a very strong spiritual pull and connection to this area. So he ended up founding Cassadaga, his spiritual community. It's approximately 57 acres. There's 100-ish residents still today and about 55 homes. At least half of the residents of Cassadaga are certified mediums. The town is full of mediums, healers, spiritualists, and I'm actually going to link the official website below because there's a lot of really good information on how to differentiate between each, to give you a little more background on spiritualism itself, the history, just all kinds of good stuff. So make sure you check out that link after this video. So the camp, I'm going to put the official name here below because it's really long and I'm going to butcher it if I try it. But it is known as the camp. That's why I put it in quotes. Was founded by spiritualists back in 1894. Harmony Hall, which we're going to see when we're walking around, was initially built as apartment homes for the spiritualists in 1897. The original Hotel Cassadega burned down on Christmas Day back in 1926, but it was rebuilt in 1927, and that is the hotel that we're going to be walking through today, which I think is the coolest building. It's purportedly very haunted. It's got a lot of antiques and really cool features. It has a really pretty gift shop. It does offer readings. There's a little restaurant and like a bar where you can get drinks, coffee, that kind of stuff. It's just a really cool little building, so you'll see that in a minute. Cassadaga itself is known for being very haunted. The town is supposed to be a natural vortex. I'm sure if you are familiar with like Sedona, you're familiar with vortexes. Well, supposedly the town of Cassadaga itself is a vortex. And there are 2 additional mini vortexes in Seneca Park, and the other one is in the Fairy Garden, which is another one of my very favorite places, probably because of the amazing energy and just, well, you'll see. We're going to take a walk through there in a little bit. So when we walk through the hotel and some of these places, I am going to flash a few of the reported hauntings down on the bottom just to kind of keep with the spooky vibe of October here while we're doing this. But It's an awesome town. There's a ton of beautiful little shops. There's like a little grocery store. The bookstore is amazing. They've got just beautiful crystals, a great little gift shop. You can book tours there. I've done their historic walking tour, which was fantastic. And they also do like a haunted tour. You can still schedule seances today. They do have, at the temple, they do still have public services. I believe you can check the schedule online, so look for that on the website. But it's really a beautiful little town. It's governed by a board of directors, and it was officially placed on the National Register of Historic Places in 1991. So make sure you check the hours before you come. The bookstore is, I believe, Sunday through, let me look at my notes. Monday through Saturday from 10 to 6 and 11:30 to 5 on Sundays. And you can book, like I said, readings, seances, healings. They offer a whole list of services at the various locations here. A lot of people offer services right out of their homes. I'm going to show you a few of my favorite homes and features as we walk around too. I think those were all the main points I wanted to hit without forgetting anything. So without further ado, let's go check everything out. I think you're really going to like it, and hopefully you'll fall in love with the town like I do, or like I did. Like I love it. Anyways, enough talking. Let's go.
Joe Tom, what I'll probably do is make that for him and Gabby too. Make an extra batch and then just keep a little bit for them. I should eat it, but I'll have something different. His is more, I don't know.
Oh, you're right. Why did I write such? All right, that's that. Are we all paid out?
And here is the Colby Memorial Temple, and they do still hold services here, which are open to the public sometimes. I just love all the homes in here, all the different bright colors. You can see here Sunday service at 10:30, and they have a healing on Wednesday. And that's a special little healing room for appointment only. When I did the historic walking tour, I was able to go inside the temple and see the altar and stuff, which was really neat. I really highly recommend doing one of their tours if you're able to. I forget if I mentioned already, but they also let you see inside the seance room, although you're not allowed in. Here's Seneca Park over here, which is supposed to be the site of one of those vortexes. And that is the seance room, I believe, or the entrance to it.
take all the memories off.
Alright, it's time to head back to Tara now. friends, let's see what we got. Of course, I had to pick up my favorite incense because anytime I'm anywhere that sells it, I have to get at least a little bit. If you know, you know. I also got some stickers for myself. I really liked that one. You know I'm a sucker for stickers, and they were really affordable here. One was $1 and one was $3, so less than I normally pay for one. And then that one. Those are probably gonna go on my fridge. That was what I was thinking when I bought them anyway. And then these two really spoke to me, and you know, if you know anything about stones, I'm sorry, that was probably really loud. If you know anything about stones or crystals, you know when one speaks to you, it's meant for you. So I got this one that I'm gonna keep in Tara all the time as a reminder. For what I'm going through right now, as you know. So, and then I have my worry stones, or my palm, you know, my palm worry stones. I love how they pack it in sage for you to help cleanse it some. I absolutely love rainbow hematite. Well, I love all hematite, but rainbow hematite I think is so pretty. So I'm going to go home and clean that more. But it just felt really good in my hand. I really liked the shape of it. And so we're going to bring this one along for my hikes and stuff and see if it helps with my energy levels. It certainly can't hurt. So that was my big exciting haul. Oh, I did... You know what? I'm going to stop blabbing now because I tucked it somewhere in my backpack. But when I close this out, at the very end, I'm going to show just a couple of programs of some of the tours and schedules of things coming up. So just in case you're interested in the area, have been wondering, it'll kind of give you a little information on times, prices, that kind of thing. So anyways, this is an amazing little community. There's such a great energy when you walk around. Everybody is just so friendly. I highly encourage you, if you are interested, curious, or have been wanting to try one of their services, whether it's a reading with the traditional tarot, palm reading, any of those, a crystal healing. You know, they have so many services, and if that's up your alley, or like I said, even if it's just something that you've kind of always been a little curious about, I really recommend supporting this community just because of the history and the close-knit feel of the, you know, the community here. It's all people that live here, work here, and really put back into the community. So, you know, a lot of times you can go to those chain establishments that can feel a little gimmicky, and you're kind of like, oh, yeah, you're reading my palm, you know, whatever your beliefs are. But this place, you know, these are certified spiritualists, mediums. They've gone through training. They really take their craft seriously. And like I said, they live in the community and support the community and give back to it. So it's just a really cool place to visit. Regardless of your beliefs, regardless of what you think about spiritualism itself, it's just got a really cool vibe. The hotel is awesome. The architecture and the history is awesome. And it's a really cool piece of haunted Florida that I wanted to share with you for Halloween this year. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me. If so, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all the things. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Spooky season.
Your route may be affected by Central Florida floods.
Okay, so as promised, before closing this out, I just want, oh, and You know I had to stop at Panera for my free tea on the way home from my sip club, and I had my coupon, so I picked up dinner too. But as promised, I wanted to go ahead and go over some of the special events that Cassadaga is offering. Oh, look, you can see the cat tower over here that I haven't yet gotten around to building for my kitty kiddos. They keep politely reminding me. Okay, let's see here. So this first one, this Cassadaga After Dark, it's Friday nights at 8 o'clock, and you meet at the bookstore. It's $30 for adults, $15 for kids 12 and under with an adult, and it's to learn more of the scientific approach through spiritualism and how they investigate, analyze, and classify the manifestations of spirit. You're encouraged to bring your camera and any paranormal equipment to help investigate Cassadaga After Dark. No equipment's required, though. You can just show up for the experience. They do suggest comfortable shoes and bug spray, and it's about an hour and a half, and then it gives you information on how to register. But like I said, I'm a big proponent of their tours. I did the guided history, this one right here, their historical tour, which they offer Fridays and Saturdays at 2 p.m. You get to learn about Cassadaga's humble beginnings, unique architecture, and how the religion of spiritualism keeps us connected with the spirit worlds. It's $15 per adult, which I think is a great price. Only $7.50 for ages 12 and under, and that one's also about an hour and a half. That one also starts at the bookstore, and they give you some literature to take home with you with the history, but they take you all over. You get to go inside of the temple and see the altar, and they kind of show you where everything is done and kind of how everything came to be over time, and point out a few little hidden gems that you might not find on your own. This one I think would be so fun. It's at 8 o'clock between May 1st and September 30th, and it starts at 7:30 between October 1st and April 20th, and it's the Cassadaga Encounter the Spirits of the Night Tour. No, just the Spirits Night Tour. You learn about spiritualism, mediumship, physical phenomena, and more. And this is a 2-hour guided tour. You get to capture images of energy orbs and other manifestations. You get to go inside 2 of the historic buildings and experience for yourself the energy of Cassadaga. I'm guessing that that would be the temple and the seance room. It does say to bring a digital camera for use. And that one is $30 per adult, 15 children, starts at the same place. So I think that these are a really cool way to learn more about the town while having a fun and memorable experience. You get to take pictures. I would highly recommend doing it with a friend. I think I did that with my mom a few years back. I know I didn't do it alone. Was it with Addie? No. Anywho, I highly recommend bringing someone along with you, but it's great solo too. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and enjoy my tasty Panera now, and Chloe's getting in on the action. She wants to say hi to the people out there on YouTube. Say hi, Chloe. And thanks again for watching. I didn't want to close out without showing you those because, again, I thought it was an interesting way you could experience the town even closer. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.